Get to know me part 2. I filmed one a little bit ago. That was part 1. This is part 2. We're gonna take a deep dive into who I am, my life, I don't know. So let's see. I went to public school for only 2nd and 3rd grade. And then my mom was like, yeah, no, we're gonna homeschool you. To be honest, guys, I did not like homeschooling because homeschooling, you're home like 24/7. Someone who's like a social butterfly, just, I don't like being home. So I didn't really experience like that much of the world being, home all the time. I didn't know how life was. I didn't know how the world was. I want to say, to be honest with you, I feel like my life didn't really start until I turned 18 and I moved out of my parents' house. It was actually this room. This is why I refer to as the OG room, because this was my room, like, before I moved out. A lot of people were really confused. They're like, if you're not close with your family, like, why'd you, move back in? And guys, me and my family, we're not buddy-buddy. We're not, we're cool, but we're not up each other's personal bubbles or whatever. Like, we're very chill, laid back. That's just the relationships I've always had with my parents, with my siblings. Like, we're really not that close. I haven't talked to my brother in years. I really don't talk to my sister too much. But yeah, I've just never had that family bonding closeness. And there's nothing wrong with that. I've been financially supporting myself since I was 18. Well, that was when I got my very first job when I was 18. I worked in an ice cream store. It was terrible. That was just not a job for me. I was struggling so hard to scoop ice cream. It was just, the whole thing was a struggle for me. Also, as someone who's cold 24/7, working at an ice cream store just wasn't the smartest thing I could have done. But it was a job that I had, and I started working ever since. My parents never allowed me to get a job. Like, when I was 16, 15, they were like, no, you're not getting a job. I've been bullied my whole life, whether it was family, it was friends. I had a really good friend when I was like 12, and she said some things and passed it around the neighborhood. Like, all the neighborhood kids were talking about it. And then I remember I had walked up to somebody and they asked me, y'all, it was very inappropriate. I'm not repeating what she said because it was very inappropriate for a 12-year-old to hear. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, genuinely, I was like, A, what does that mean? And B, what? Like, what happened? It's like the next day, what happened? And then my brother, he was in the Navy. He was a Navy corpsman for like a couple years. To be honest with you, I don't really know how long he was in the Navy. I just know he had the opportunity to leave and he took it. But if you grow up around military men, Navy men, Army men, like, they have a thick skull and they're just like rude sometimes. And that's how my brother and his friends were. My brother would constantly like tear me down, and that's kind of how I grew my thick skin. Like, from a young age to even now, like, hate doesn't bother me. Like, you can say I have a big head, you can say I have an oval head, you could say I look like a horse, I look like a twig, like, yeah, anything about my body or me, I don't care. And I am not someone who stands for bullying. I cannot stand it. If I see a friend of mine getting bullied, or a stranger for that matter, like, if I'm out with my friends and I see someone getting bullied, ooh, I cannot just sit there. Like, I will say something. It's not gonna be nice, but I will say something, because I don't stand for that. I've been bullied. I know what it's like to not have thick skin and to literally feel, all the emotions. No. Let's see. High school is terrible. I just didn't like high school. Again, a ton of fake friends. People I thought who were cool, come to find out they literally despised me. Whatever. I was not offended. I was like, okay, bye. I don't talk to anybody I went to high school with, which is fine. Goodbye. Even now, I wouldn't even talk to anybody in high school because they weren't nice people at all. High school was another bullying time. Like, people just loved to bully me. It was like how I looked, it was my teeth, it was how skinny my body is, or just like whatever. And they had nothing nice to say. And yeah, I just didn't like high school. Even though I was homeschooled, I went to what's called, oh my god, I look orange, I'm gonna fix this. I went to what was called a co-op, which is basically private school for homeschoolers. I hope that makes sense. So I mean, I still kind of got some human interaction. It just like wasn't a lot. Honestly, I got more human interaction when I went to a grocery store versus anywhere else in high school. But being homeschooled, when I left my parents' house when I was 18 years old, I don't even know what grade I was technically in because homeschooling just messed up all the grades and everything. Kind of dropped out of high school in a way because my mom was a teacher. She was the one who homeschooled us and taught us and whatever. I went and I got my GED, and that was the easiest fucking thing I ever did in my life. That was the easiest thing I ever did, was go and get my GED. Did I want my diploma? Yes, but I also just needed to get out. When I was still living here at my parents' house, I had like a couple of YouTube channels. My parents found out about the YouTube channels and deleted them. They were like, absolutely not. And I cried because I loved YouTube. I loved filming. Like that was back when like Musical.ly was a thing. And Musical.ly was just like lip singing, and then TikTok just was dance, and I was like, I can't dance. In YouTube videos, I still have some of my old footage from my YouTube days, and it's cringy. I can't even like watch it back for that long because it's like, girl, what are you talking about? I put the blush too high. Oops. So yeah, I had a YouTube channel a couple times when I was 15, 17. And then I had one when I was 18. I don't know what happened to that channel. And then I think I had one when I was 19 or 20. And then like just randomly throughout the years, they just got deleted one way or another. So then I have this YouTube channel. And this is my only one that I have. So somehow, some way, I have always loved social media. Like I know social media can be bad, we'll get to that. But I genuinely love filming, editing, talking, all of it. There's not one thing I don't like doing this. Like in general, when I think about it, it's not like, ugh, I don't want to edit that. Like, no, I love editing or filming. And I don't know. I just really like social media. That's one of my hobbies, social media. I actually started TikTok. I think it was the end of 2022, I think, was when I started TikTok. And I had an account like before, but I was like, I'm not posting, like, I'm not doing these dances. I just started like filming videos and I fell in love with it. And I would share hauls, get ready with me's, like all the things, like anything I loved watching is what I would post. Then I had that video go viral a year ago. That video going viral was fucking insane. To be honest with you, I think in a way that video changed my life. I mean, I'm very grateful and thankful. There's a hair that I was able to get dentures and, you know, whatever. And I remember when I posted that video, I had a GoFundMe and then I deleted it because everyone was hating, and I'm just like, okay. And then I reposted a GoFundMe, and then, you know, more hate followed. And I never begged, I never asked, I never forced anybody to donate. I just said it's in my bio if you want to, like, it's up to you. And even to this day, I'm still getting hated on, but it's like, I don't know what to say. I've had dental issues my whole life. Even in high school, it started in the back. My molars were constantly breaking, then my canines were breaking, and then my front teeth were breaking. Just like overall, my mouth was full of issues. And I've told the whole tea story on my TikTok, so I'm not gonna really repeat that much here. I mean, I have a little bit in the past on here. I've told like stories, denture updates. Just because I had crooked teeth, or I'm skinny, or I don't know, whatever people say on social media, just because you don't have something that so many other people have doesn't mean you're any less beautiful. And I really don't like that social media can really tear someone down. Like, I thought social media was all happy, people were creating content, entertainment, like mingling together. When you're actually doing social media and you're on the reverse side where you're the one talking to the camera, editing the video, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that even I like never knew growing up watching YouTube and then watching TikTok and whatever. It's crazy because the world is so hateful. The world is so dangerous too. There's been a couple of times where I've been worried about my safety. Crazy to think about because I'm not like a Kylie Jenner. I don't have that status. I'm literally fucking nobody. But people can take their anger, their hatred really out on you. And if you ever think about doing social media, please keep that in mind. Please be very mindful about privacy and safety because, y'all, at the end of the day, like, it's social media. Like, as much as I love doing social media, my safety, my mental health, my privacy, like, all of that comes before social media. Like, it always will, period. I do love doing this, but it's just not worth it to me, if that makes sense. And I can't even imagine, like, being a celebrity and, like, trying to grocery shop and then being followed by paparazzi. Like, I see those random videos all the time on TikTok, and I'm like, the way I would just never leave my house, ever, in my life, ever again. But I love doing social media. It's like an outlet, distraction. Like, this is something that I enjoy waking up, getting out of bed doing, or late at night editing videos, or talking. Like, I love to talk, and if you watch my videos, I feel like you know I love to talk with how long I can make a video just talking, just having fun. Like, yeah, like, when I think about it and I pause, it looks weird because my phone is just like sitting right now. There's a tripod, a moisturizer, 2 eye patch containers, and a candle, and like all I can see is myself recording right now. So it looks weird, but when I'm in, I don't want to say a mindset, I'm having fun, I don't think about how weird it looks. But yeah, I hope this kind of answered some questions about my backstory. And like I said, social media has always been a hobby. It's been something fun to do, and that's why I do it. Like, I don't know, I genuinely enjoy it. And I love like watching other people's videos when they do the 75 hard challenge, or they make videos about getting their ducks in line, because that's what I need right now. I need to get my ducks in line very quickly. So I love like watching those videos. So it's like, it's very inspiring. And I love it. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below questions that you have, or I can do like another Q&A video. I love talking. You know this. If you watch me, I love to talk. This was fun. This was cool. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I love you so much.